How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan Battle video. Saiyan Day 2023 is fast approaching. We got about 8 days, so I figured why not do a list of the top 10 Saiyans worthy of a Dokkan Fest exclusive in Dokkan Battle. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to kick this off. One thing I'll note about my list is I'm not including the God Gokus or the Vegeta that I mentioned in my previous prediction video. This is just a list of top 10 Saiyans that have yet to receive a Dokkan Fest exclusive that are definitely worthy of one, whether or not they happen on Saiyan Day or not. So without further ado, let's go ahead, let's jump into the first of our characters, and that is the Super Saiyan Full Power Broly from the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. The fact that this guy has only been represented once since his release, and that is through the Transforming one that released in 2018 along with the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, is kind of ridiculous. Or I guess 2019 for Global, right? If we look over here, Global came into February 2019 while JP got it in December. So I mean, either way, the point is his only representation is through this card. Now I know most people would expect him to be an LR, and I do agree he should be an LR, but if they're not going to give him an LR, then give it to us as a Dokkan Fest TUR, especially, you know, for Saiyan Day. Dokkan has shown that they're willing to do Broly, a very, very hype character who already has other cards and an LR present, that they're willing to do him for the Saiyan Day campaign, so why not give it another go? Give us another Broly, especially one that we don't have as a TUR just yet. He's definitely worthy of it. But let's go ahead, let's go on down the list. Our next choice in no particular order is Nappa. Now, I know what you're thinking. Guys, we have a Saiyan Saga Nappa already. We have the STR Nappa. We have the free-to-play Nappas, where there's several Nappas represented in the game already. Heck, we have the AGL LR Nappa and Vegeta. Why do we need another Nappa? Well, there's still quite a few attacks he does in the anime, like the Mouth Beam, that haven't been represented yet. But also, I mean, Dokkan has shown that they're willing to reuse animations and rework them in different ways to fit new cards. And as far as I'm concerned, he doesn't have a Dokkan Fest yet. Therefore, he should get one. If Videl can get one, if Raditz can get one, as bad as that one was, it seems only fitting that the second big boss of that saga deserves a Dokkan Festival exclusive. So I am definitely in the hat here for Nappa to get a Dokkan Festive exclusive. He's got a fighter in Fighter Z, that's what this model is from, so why not? Our next category of unit is actually from the GT saga, and that is the Super Saiyan 3 Goku from Dragon Ball GT. I think he is definitely worthy of a Dokkan Festival exclusive. He's been represented a few times, actually, just like the Nappa, right? We have had him represented here with this AGL. We've had the STR one that transforms into the Great Ape, and then we've also got this one down here. Where is he? He's an SSR, right? Yeah, this guy here, represented as the SSR for the SR one that you can recruit from your summoning. So he has had a couple of representations, but still no Dokkan Festival exclusive. So as far as I'm concerned, if they're a Saiyan and they don't have a Dokkan Festival exclusive yet, they should get one. And Super Saiyan 3 Goku from Dragon Ball GT is no exception. Now I know a lot of the people speculating around when this card would release as a TUR, that it'll release as a transforming card into either another Great Ape or into Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Either way, I'm cool with it, but if they would just want to give him a standalone Dokkan Festival exclusive, I'm okay with that too. I just want this card represented in-game. We've used almost none of his animations from the baby fight. I mean, granted, that portion wasn't that long that he was in that form, but still, nonetheless, they can make it work. So I would say that definitely he deserves to be represented in here. As far as our next category of character, King Vegeta. Why not? Again, as with every other character on this list, as long as they are a pure Saiyan, they are in the series proper, they deserve a spot on the list. Especially the likes of King Vegeta. I know a lot of people have been expecting to get like a Dragon Ball Z King Vegeta from earlier in the series, but I would actually kind of like to see the Super movie version represented. Now, they would probably have to make some original animations because he doesn't do all that much in the movie, but I kind of just like his outfit more than the original. Just personal opinion. But I would like to see King Vegeta represented in some fashion, as I'm sure others would, right? This is the other outfit. Either one I'm cool with, but would be kind of nice to see this version as well. Next on the list at, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Berserk Kale. We have Berserk Kale in Dokkan already, represented via this, where is she? The Fizz one, right? We have the Fizz Berserk Kale, but it would be nice to have a Dokkan Fest exclusive. I mean, that's basically what I'm saying here, is like, we have a lot of the characters, pure Saiyan type characters, that we would ever get in Dokkan, just not represented as a Dokkan Festival exclusive, and Berserk Kale is no exception. Now, because we already have a standalone Berserk Kale, in this case, what I would like to see personally is one that goes from base form Kale into Berserk, right? That would allow her to, I mean, have a little more play in the teams because, like, as you know, Berserk Kale isn't on Peppy Giles, but if she starts as base form Kale and then goes Berserk, then she can be on the Peppy Giles team. So that's kind of why, if they do end up doing her at some point, I hope that that's the way they would treat her. Start at base and then transform into Berserk Kale. Up next, Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla. For her, we already have representation like the others, right? We have a Super Saiyan Caulifla. We have a Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla. Actually, I mean, technically we do have a Super Saiyan Caulifla. It's the free-to-play card, right? If we look here, where is she? Super Saiyan 2. Oh no, she starts as Super Saiyan 2. Right, so we don't even have a Super Saiyan Caulifla. So actually that would be really nice, right? Have a Super Saiyan Caulifla that transforms into Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla. Either way, I do think she should be. All of the Universe 6 Saiyans deserve it, right? As whether or not that is as the Saiyan Day exclusive or not, but that remains to be seen. But definitely, I think we should get a Super Saiyan Caulifla that transforms into Super Saiyan 2 here. That would be really, really nice. And of course, the meme everybody keeps talking about, they're going to quit Dokkan if Cabba ends up being the Saiyan Day unit. But that being said, he kind of deserves one, right? He deserves to be a Dokkan Festival exclusive, not settled to this, for lack of a better word, subpar banner unit. He deserves a Dokkan Fest. I mean, his free-to-play unit is ironically better than this card. Not that you would be running him that often, but if you had to, I would go with the free-to-play one over this one, personally. But that being said, if we did get one, like the other Universe 6 characters, I think they all need to kind of be transforming, give them something a little extra, because like with like the Raditz or the Nappas, like they're probably a character we're only ever gonna get one Dokkan Fest exclusive for, so may as well make this guy a transforming from base to Super Saiyan, since the banner unit and all other units start off as Super Saiyan, so may as well give it to him. And I think the free-to-play one is actually Super Saiyan 2, isn't he? Right? Is he Super Saiyan? No, he's Super Saiyan. Well, that's the SSR. Where's the TUR here? I think yeah, he's Super Saiyan 2. Yeah, so may as well, since the free-to-play one is already Super Saiyan 2, make this one base form to Super Saiyan, and then that way he can link up pretty well on the Universe 6 team. So personally, I would like all 3 of the Universe 6 Saiyans to get it in that manner. Now, if we had to go further, we've got a couple more slots here. I would like to see, if I can find it here, the Kaioken Goku represented. We've had him represented a few times. We got a couple free-to-play cards. We've got the LR Kaioken Goku, but we don't actually have the voiced animation for the times for Kamehameha. So, in my opinion, right, if they're not going to put it on the LR, which they've basically given us a version of it twice, they may as well just give it a Dokkan Fest TUR and give us the voiced animation for the Kaioken ×4. Because, right, it is the super attack for the LR STR Kaioken Goku from the 7-year anniversary, but it's not voiced. So, all right, I would like to see a redo of this card in some fashion. I think it's a little less likely because if we get him, we're probably getting the Vegeta as well, and I feel like it would be a Dokkan Fest dual Dokkan Fest exclusives. But nonetheless, I do think they are two Saiyans that haven't really been represented in a proper manner, specifically with these attacks, that I think both of them deserve a spot in my top 10 list. Moving on, the final unit that I believe deserves a slot, number 10 here, is the Dragon Ball Z Broly movie Goku. Surprisingly enough, we don't have a single card in Dokkan for this moment. We've got the Broly, heck, we've got the Trunks, we've got the Gohan. I don't actually think we have Piccolo or Vegeta, but we don't have Goku, the main star of the movie. So I do think it's worthy of a moment. I feel like they could work it too, right? Run him as a revive like the LR Birdku and then into his final attack against Broly. I think that would be pretty neat. Now, whether or not they're saving that for a special LR later on or not, who knows? But it would be kind of nice. And actually, I think he would, maybe they're waiting for after the 8th anniversary to do this one, because then he would also be on, because of how he acquires the power at the end, right? To defeat Broly with the punch. Wouldn't he technically be on Power of Wishes? I'm still not sure how that category works, but actually, now that I think about it, this would be the perfect way to introduce the category early to Global if this ended up being the Saiyan Day unit. Like 2 years ago, we got Broly. This year, we get this Goku. And they could introduce the Power of Wishes category to Global a little bit early. Who knows how they're going to handle it, but I would definitely like to see this Goku represented. So that is our top 10 Saiyan units worthy of a Dokkan Fest TUR at some point in the near future. Whether that ends up being Saiyan Day or not, definitely all of these cards deserve a spot somewhere in the near future, right? So starting with number 1, we have Broly. We had Nappa at number 2. We have the Super Saiyan 3 Goku from GT at 3. We have the King Vegeta at 4. Berserk Kale at number 5. At number 6, we have the Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla. Number 7 with the Cabba. 8 and 9, Kaioken Goku and Gallic Gun Vegeta, both worthy of a Dokkan Fest, though I do feel like they will end up being a dual Dokkan Fest at some point. And then closing it out with number 10, the Super Saiyan Goku from Broly movie. Now, I do want to throw one last thing in the pit here, and that is an honorable mention, Super Saiyan God Shallot. If Dokkan ever decides to do a collaboration with Dragon Ball Legends, I do think that this guy is worthy of a Dokkan Fest TUR, if only for the purposes of the collaboration. It would be kind of fun just to have him in game, and I would want him to be Super Saiyan God, if only because Realm of Gods could always use more units. Plus, he'll work on the Heroes team, being that he will be on crossover, right? So definitely could be a fun unit to use, and definitely worth a mention. So anyways, guys, that is the video. That is my top 10 list for Saiyans worthy of a Dokkan Fest TUR. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let me know, what units would you pick? What is your top 10, maybe top 5 if 10 is too much, right? What are your top units worthy of a Dokkan Fest TUR in the coming months or for Saiyan Day? Would love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.